This understanding of Lam Alif is our entire secret of haqqaiqs. As much as you pursue the alif, as much as you pursue Allah trying to get to know Allah without the order, without the haqqaiq, without the muhabbat of Sayyidina Muhammad, Allah moves, doesn't allow you to understand it. So as a result they keep trying to move to that reality that I only want to know about Allah, I only want to hear about Allah, and they never reach to any reality and they teach always very superficial because they're not able to reach. They go for Hajj, they spend their time in Mecca and they barely visit Madina and they left. 99.9% of people, because this will be your collective body of religion. Like a lab, say, how do we collectively know what Muslims believe? Do you speak on their behalf? No, astaghfirullah, nobody speaks on their behalf, but you can witness the collective whole on Hajj or even their plan to go for Umrah. The collective mindset is we go spend 15 days in Mecca and barely the Hajj package wants 1 day, 2 days Madina, get out. Because they're always after the alif. They paid no attention to the lam, they think it's this. But what Allah saying, I'm a hidden treasure wanting to be known. So it can't be that simple that this alif is hidden somewhere. So when we understand Basirat al-Lam Jalala, there's always this flipping happening. So Allah call creation to oneness. That's represented by the Kabah. Come to Ahad, come to oneness. Leave multiple gods, leave all your desires, leave all your characteristics. Come to the ocean of oneness. And that's the symbolism of the holy Kabah, is that you take off all your identity, you put your white fabric and you begin to make tawaf. The tawaf is the crushing, it's the people coming from many entering into the ocean of oneness, and they're moving like one ocean of white. That was only to come to Tawhid, but that was not maqam al-mahmud, that was not the realities that Allah wanted for the nation. This was the 99%. And when we talk you can't talk, otherwise you can't come. You can't have your own discussions back there, we have to have them here. So the reality of Mecca is the reality of that oneness, that to make people to come to oneness. But you didn't get the treasure, you came to the understanding, leave the many and come to the one. Its haqqaiq then begins to teach that servant of one, I'm not on heavens and I'm not on the earth, but I'm on the heart of my servant. The one whom represents the oneness of Mecca, the servant of Mecca, the one whom understood the tawaf, taught the tawaf, brought the Holy Qur'an, is the hidden treasure of Allah. So when you go to Mecca, you're acknowledging the oneness of Allah. You're coming from the multiplicity into oneness and singularity. But when Allah accepts your sincerity and your tawafs are accepted, your du'as and your prayers are accepted, Allah begin to inspire within your heart, I'm not here, I'm on the heart of my believer. Did you find his believer yet? Means then these are the ahbab al-Nabi. When they understood, they came to oneness, they came to the disciplines of Islam, and Allah opened within their heart, I am in the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. If you want to find me, go to Madina. And when you enter into the holy precincts of Madina-To Munawwara, it's the city of light because Allah's Divinely Presence on the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad in Rawzat Sharif. Allah is not in the Kabah. The Kabah is what you built with your hands. That has a different reality of what's there. But Allah's Divinely Presence is where? On the heart of His servant. His servant is holier than the stones. His servant is holier than the house. The ancient house, but this is an ancient soul. This is a soul in which is manzil al-Qur'an, the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. So means they don't get it, so they keep missing it. They keep separating the two and they go for what they want, but the haqqaiq is the deciphering and a salik. The seeker, it never comes open like that. The seeker is one whom seeks and seeks, and through their seeking they sit with the scholars of realities and they begin to be dressed by its understandings. And they say, oh now I understand what that hadith means. That when Allah is giving this isharat is that, find my believer, find the one whom I called my Habib in which I love, and all creation is trying to get my love, but I have attached my love to the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad. And that becomes the reality of the 11, the reality of the Divinely Mirror. That when we're running towards the love of Allah, it's Allah that inspire us. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. Direct yourself to Madina, and if you do it correctly and you do it with respect and you do it with ihtiram. That's why all these Nat Sharif is about, I'm going to Madina, I'm standing at the qabr, I'm doing with all my respect. I did all my mawlid, I kept my salawat, I did all of this ihtiram so that Allah would accept my entry into Madina-To Munawwara, into His Divinely Presence. This is the greatness, and this is why we said that tariqah is the reality of Tawhid. They got Tawhid completely wrong. The reality of Tawheed, the real La ilaha illallah is in the heart of Muhammadan Rasulullah. And that's the great reward of the turuqs. The path is the path to Allah, path to the Lord of Power, which la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. You can't connect and grab power from Allah because you're saying, La ilaha illallah can give you power because He didn't put your name on the kalimah. But la hawla wa la quwwa means there's no help that can come to you and there's no power that can come to you, but through where? It has to come from the reality of La ilaha illallah that emanating from Muhammadan Rasulullah. So what the Nat Sharif said, when I heard, Inna alladhina yubayyunaka yubayyuna Allah, the Yad Allah, as soon as I heard Allah put His hand on the hand, I understood the reality. What's the nut says? The hand I heard, it triggered the reality for that wali, that Allah giving these isharats. You want my hand? Take the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad. Where are you going to take the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad in Mecca or Madina? In Madina. So as soon as you come with adab into Madina and your life is always Madina. We're not a people who go once and then we do every forbidden thing years and 10 years until we go to Madina again. Our life is that we entered Madina and we're never going to leave Madina. And if you haven't entered Madina, by watching these videos, watching these teachings, you're becoming and making a Madina in your home. When you have the salawats, have the nasheeds, have all of these realities that are being taught. We said last night, you carry the dome of Madinatul Munawwarah on your head with the ihtiram. It's the highest honour that Allah gave to us, so that your whole character was, Ya Rabbi, accept my entry into Madinatul Munawwarah, that accept me into the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and that every difficulty to go away. Why all these Nat Sharif are talking about mushkil kusha? That every difficulty go to away. Why? Because you reach la hawla. Hawla is help. All their life they looked for help. Anywhere you go for help, how are you going to reach to help if you're not with the one whom Allah His hand is on His hand? And Allah is going to ask you, why should I put my hand on your hand? You went only to Kabah, you said, I'm coming here for hawla. Allah said, I don't think I said in Qur'an that my hand is on your hand. My hand is on the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad, and that Prophet's hand has to be upon your hand. At that time Allah's yadullah is moving onto your hand, because Allah wants everything in Tawhid. Nothing in our deen is based on La ilaha illallah. You can never cut out Muhammadan Rasulullah. Qudra, if it want to come to you, how it could ever come without Muhammadun Rasulullah? You took the imam of your life, moved it aside, and Allah going to send you something? It's just a horrible adab to even think like that. And that's why it's the reality of Tawhid. Such a reality that those who think they're Ahlul Tawhid, they actually have no understanding of Tawhid, because they took out the biggest part of that Tawhid. What separates us from every other understanding and belief is La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. And as a result, that is Allah's hawla. Every help comes onto that hand, because the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad is there to resolve it. Because you're holding the hand of your imam and your imam is supported by Allah, that's all you need. Every difficulty will be resolved. Every quwwah and power, this is the power source. The one whom his heart is emanating Holy Qur'an is the power of Allah, because yet we don't understand what Qur'an is. Allah if the book that can revive the dead, it's here. So now means what? Let's translate like science class. The Qur'an in heart of Prophet. Qur'an can revive the dead, so means the heart of Prophet can revive the dead. Muhyil quloob, because Qur'an is emanating from his heart. Everything in this creation is governed by the holy speech of Allah. The Holy Qur'an again, meaning what? The heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. So then we begin to understand hawla and quwwah, that every help we reach to the hand. That's why nasheeds and salawat